Hi kids and welcome. It is Nerds for Something and I'm Rod.
And I'm Kay.
And look, this is our first one with like a video, so just, be kind, rewind, listen to it later, who knows. But we're here, we're live. We're here from the Hills podcast studio in Bella Vista, at the Bella Vista Hotel, so everybody loves Bella.
They do.
So how have you been, Kate? We've had a couple of weeks off, so technically this is our first show, so.
Number one for 2024?
Number one for 2024, yeah, pretty much. So what have you been up to?
I've been busy with work, busy with uni.
That's fair enough, I understand. I've been busy as well.
With work?
Busy with work, busy with children, busy with... just busy. But, we still got to find time for the things we love. And at Nerds for Something, we are nerds. And, it's all about...
Nerds.
Look, man. I still have I have my love of Star Wars, so, don't get me wrong. But I've seen the trailer. Oh, have you seen the trailer for the Acolyte?
Oh, no. This is where you're going.
Fair enough. No. I've seen. We saw the trailer. The trailer for the new one of the new shows coming out. The Acolyte has dropped. Look, man. By all accounts, it's really good. So this goes back to the High Republic. So like 100 years, set 100 years before the Phantom Menace.
Oh.
Yeah. So like. We could see like ripped Yoda, and like, cause what during like the whole Skywalker saga, I suppose you'd call it, Phantom Menace or something. What is he? He's like 900 years old.
Yeah.
900, so he'd be a spry 700-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? He probably has more hair, a little more carefree. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the hair that we're going with now?
Actually, no, it's the Yoda abs. I just wanted to kind of pull it out shirtless Yoda CGI, just like banging on, taking on Sith. But yeah, like, by all accounts, it looks really good. I think it'll be a good show. It doesn't give a lot away in some respects, but in saying that, I think it's going to be a really good one.
Do you know who's starring in it?
Yes, I do, but I don't know their names. I'm pretty sure. Whatever, man. Yeah, I'm a third. I'm pretty sure it's, what's her name? Is it Carrie Ann? I'm pretty sure one of them is Trinity from The Matrix. And she's doing some Matrix type stuff.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yeah. There's a whole heap of younglings, because it's a High Republic era. So we're going to see a Wookiee Jedi. They've given synopsises and stuff. Hang on, you know what? I've got the laptop in front of me. Why don't I bring it up for us so we can see what's going on? Acolyte, Star Wars cast. There you go. Okay, so we have Carrie Ann Moss. That's her. Yeah, she does some. Seriously, watch the trailer. It's hectic. I like it. What have we got? We got Amanda Steenburgen-May, Daphne Keane as Jackie Long. Now, Daphne Keane, people would remember her as X-23 from Logan. She was the little girl.
That's like way back.
So you're going to say, I haven't seen that one yet.
No, that's excellent.
Yeah, so then we've got, there he is, Eunice Satamo, who plays Chewbacca now that Peter Mayhew is no longer with us. He actually is playing Kelnaka who is a Wookiee Jedi in the High Republic era. So, yay, more Wookiees. I love more. Go for. I love it. Don't worry. Anyway, but this is what we're starting with. You know what I mean? There's a decent. There's a very good lineup here.
Who's the director for this?
Don't ask me that. I don't know.
Wait, who directed The Mandalorian and Boba Fett?
Man, I don't know. Listen, I don't know all the behind the scenes stuff, alright? Just, please, come on.
You're so fan.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I call myself a fan. What do you call it? You don't even know half the stuff.
I don't know half the stuff with Star Wars too.
That's what I'm saying. We've got Supernova coming up in June. And it's actually happening very soon in Supernova Sydney. That is happening.
Promos have already started. I've seen that from the Instagram.
Yes, but is that Sydney? Melbourne's happening at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So what is it? April 6th and 7th. That's next week. No, that's next weekend. That's Melbourne. And then 13th and 14th is Gold Coast. So Sydney, we're June 22 and 23. So get your tickets. We will be there. We will be there. The nerds will be there. All right. Have we got any guests so far? Let's have a look. We have one so far, who is an author, Rebecca Yaros, or Yaros. The Empyrean series, Flight and Glory. I think I've read one of it. Anyway, nothing for Sydney so far. I'm hoping we get some good guests, man. We always do get some good guests, but like, listen, all the good. I want to see Temuera Morrison. That's all. Is that too much to ask?
Actually,
He's appearing in Melbourne and Gold Coast.
There's a movie about San Diego Comic-Con.
Is there?
Yeah, it is the origin story.
Oh, really?
It's like it's a documentary on the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How cool is that? What's it called?
See You at San Diego.
See You at San Diego. Wow. Now, as someone who has been to San Diego Comic-Con, it's awesome. I enjoyed it so much. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun when we were there. It's how can I put it?
It's like Las Vegas for geeks.
It is. It's Vegas for nerds, man. Like, it's just the whole city gets involved. It's like everywhere you go, there is something on. There's an activation, or there's something happening. There's a trivia night, or there's something happening at a club, or a pub, or a restaurant. It's like the city gets taken over for like 5 days. Like, you could get in there 2 days before, see nothing. You could get in there the day after, boom, everything's gone. It's like,
wow. It's like those disappearing carnivals.
Yeah, man, it's like coming. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? Doom Patrol. Danny the Street, you know what I mean? Just appears, bang. Everybody loves a good time. Danny gone. I have to bring it back to. Listen, I love Doom Patrol so much so that I've got a. I'm doing a rope, and you know what? I love Brendan Fraser so much. I've finally got the files. I went and bought the files for a robot man. So Brendan Fraser's character in.
Well, you are tall enough to do it.
That's what I mean. I've got the leather jacket. Like, I've got a leather jacket, like an old leather jacket too.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm gonna do it. So I've got basically it's the face, like the head, the helmet,
Yeah.
the arms and the hands,
Yeah.
and the knees and the shoulder parts. That's pretty much all it is.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much all it is.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's like pretty easy.
Yeah.
If you're cosplaying and you're a 3D printer, now I am both, and we're going to get into that a little bit shortly. But yeah, as a cosplayer and a 3D printer, it's like one of the easiest ones out there. So like that's my backup for Supernova.
What was the initial plan?
The original one was Hydra Stomper, from the Marvel What If.
Right.
I've got the files from DO3D. Someone I follow online and everything like that. Shout out DO3D, love your work. But for my body size, there was a fair bit of resizing for the armor. So it was taking on a life of its own, because once you resize one part, you've got to resize every other part to the same, right? And when there's like 80 or more parts to print out, it starts to become a time-consuming process. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. Yeah. Okay.
But that's also because I have to chop stuff up to fit on my printer, and even though I've got a big printer, Elegoo. I've got an Elegoo Neptune 3 Max, which is like one of the biggest ones you can get.
Sounds fancy.
It does sound fancy. Yeah. So I've got one of them. I'm planning on getting another one soon. Probably tax time. So that I can have two going. But I've also got smaller resin printers and a couple of Ender 3s as well. You know what I mean? So technically, I could start myself a print farm, but no. But there's somebody else that I follow as well, who is Nico Industries, and I actually pay my subscription, and I do a subscription service with them. So I have downloaded, because the Hydra Stomper was going to take us too long, I've actually downloaded the files for Samurai Mandalorian and Samurai Boba Fett armor. So I've started printing out armor for myself and Scott, who's not with us today, but he's part of our convention crew. And yeah, it'll be sick. So far I've done both helmets.
I'm just curious if you would do the Samurai for Smash.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Now, when we went to Smash last year, and shout out to Smash for having us last year, because it was awesome. We're planning on going again this year, and we'll be doing some more in-depth stuff. Taking some more videos, really. Like last year was our first year there, and this year, obviously, having been there, knowing what's going on, we can find everything and meet up at the appropriate time, at the appropriate place, and not follow a bunch of cosplayers the wrong way because they went to get a coffee instead of going to the convention. Oh, sorry, that was just you. Sorry. Well, you know, it happens, man. It happens. Look, Scott and I started following somebody as well. Well, like, yeah, these people are definitely going there, but no, they took a veer off as well. I'm like, hang on a minute. But yeah, so we could do the samurai style for Smash as well.
Maybe instead of wearing it there, maybe being able to put it on there.
Oh yeah, we could put it on. So far I've got both helmets done. Chest plates and backing plates. So chest, front, back. I've got Mando's shoulders are halfway through. I've got Boba Fett's neck piece, both arms, and one bicep done.
Wait, what was the helmet? What is that, the samurai helmet?
Yeah,
or
samurai. No, it's a Mandalorian samurai. Well, it's a Mandalorian samurai style helmet.
Okay.
And there's a Boba Fett samurai style helmet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see.
it is actually quite interesting to see and look at. So I've printed those two off already. So we've done a, oh no. You're kidding. Anyway, back to it. My laptop dropped out and stopped recording just after the Danny, so we've been talking for like 10 minutes. No, just like drop out detection because it went to the thingo screen.
Yeah.
The rough screen. Man, son of a. Anyway. Alright, here we go.
There you go. We got that on tape there.
We've got that on tape there, but like seriously, this is crazy, kid. Well, you can't. Can you hear us properly on there? I don't know. Anyway, well, let me just file and we're working this out as we go along, really. Let's delete that bit. Okay. And then anyway, okay. So here we go. What were we talking about? We were talking about smart. Well, hang on. Why are you not recording? Record for me. Record for me. There we are. Okay, cool. We're back. Technical difficulties. You know, we can edit this out in post, I suppose. Whatever. So yeah, we were talking about cosplay, and we were talking about armor that we've had, and we've got Supernova in June, and then we've got Smash in July, and then we've got Oz Comic Con in September, I want to say. So they're like our three main conventions. I know Brick Built's in the start of May, which we generally do go to. Well, we've been to ever since they started. And we've even helped and done like the announcements and stuff on the day and stuff like that as well, which I love doing and we're going to do more of. But we've had this trip booked for a while. So I will actually be away for like 4 weeks. So we'll see. Yes, I know. We're going to Norway.
Norway?
Well, no, so we're going on a cruise. 2 cruises. And it's one of those, we're just sidebarring right now, right? So, yeah, so my lovely wife is a travel agent, and she's booked us on this pretty big, well, it's a pretty big holiday when you look at it. So we're going into Singapore, starting in Singapore, we're hitting Universal Studios. We're taking Brody with us, so we're doing all this with a 3-year-old. It's going to be interesting. And then from there, from Singapore, we fly to London. And then from London, we've actually paid for a chauffeur car to drive us down to, I think it's an hour and a half down to Southampton. Then we get on the boat in Southampton, and it goes up and takes us through Norway. Yeah. So we're going to Norway, and we're stopping at there's a few places we're stopping at. We haven't done any of the day tours or anything, because pretty much like I just want to walk around and see like Viking Village stuff, and you know what I mean, like stuff like that. Now we're going to one place, and I think it's the last stop on the tour or whatever it is, and it's Norway Day. So the one place we're going to, which is all Viking Village and stuff, is closed because it's Norway Day. It's their public holiday. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. But it's going to be a great holiday. I'm actually excited just to have a break as well. Like we've been pretty full on. Everything's been full on since January. so it's been good. So, but yeah, it's going to be a very interesting trip. So we're doing a 7-day cruise through Norway, or up around there, and then we come back to Southampton. Then we get on a plane and we're in Ireland for 4 days. So we're driving around Ireland and like we've got some hotels booked and some stuff. So we're going to the Guinness factory, Jameson factory. I think we're going to a potato farm. No, I'm sorry, no. Yeah, so we're going to a lot of places. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, we're actually going on a 7-day Mediterranean cruise.
Wow.
So, yeah. So after Ireland, we fly to Barcelona. And we get on the boat at Barcelona. And then we go to...
I'm surprised you're not going to Ibiza.
No, not with a 3-year-old. Although, yeah, so we'll be doing that. So we'll be basically, we'll be going from the 8th of May and we'll be back on the 4th of June.
Oh, in time for Supernova.
Well, just in time for my birthday as well.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm trying to get all this stuff printed now. So I've got a majority of stuff printed. I'm actually tempted to kind of, as you said, do the Mando Samurai for Smash, because it's got a few more parts to it. The Boba Fett Samurai, which I'm doing for Scott, that's pretty much done. Like all the main stuff is done. Like arms, biceps. I just got to do like the shoulders and the knee guards, and that's it for him. Oh, and obviously the swords and the scabbards and all that kind of stuff, which is like you could put them on one tray and print them over through that. You know what I mean? But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, you might be right.
It makes more sense.
It probably makes more sense to unveil, because he can still do Boba Fett at Smash, right? And then I can unveil Mando at Smash.
But wouldn't you want to do it at the same time?
Listen, man, come on. Don't poo-poo this.
I'm just curious if you want to do it at the same time.
Well, I'd like to, for sure, definitely. But with one printer and 2 costumes.
Is there anything Scott can do to help you?
Yes, while I'm away, he can clean all the parts up. He doesn't know that yet. But once he finds out, he won't be happy. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I've got to call him sometime over this weekend, so we can do a test fitting and get everything fitted, make sure it works. Because the way I've chopped some things up, it looks like there's some bits and pieces missing, so we might have to do some work on that. But anyway, but it looks like battle damage. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Don't give me these. No poo-poo. No poo-poo you. Alright. Moving on. What do we got next? Cosplay. What are you going to cosplay?
I don't know. I don't really.
You don't know or you don't care?
Well, I'm not a massive cosplayer. I need the creativity to you.
Why are you even on this channel?
Because you need a female partner on this one.
Do I though? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it's alright, it's fun. Plus you're studying law and at some point that's going to come in handy for me. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. But see, I want I want to do them together, but at the same time, one's going to take longer than the other.
Are you saying the Samurai Boba Fett? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So, well, Samurai Boba Fett's almost done.
Right.
It's a Samurai Mando that has like all the little bits and pieces. You know?
Does Scott watch Doom Patrol?
Yeah.
So he can't cosplay anything from that?
From Doom Patrol?
Yeah.
We could wrap him up like a mummy and call him. Maybe he could be Daddy. I don't know. Look. I don't know.
He could.
But this is just us thinking out loud on the internet for everybody to see.
Well, what other shows are you trying to? Have you considered cosplaying? Just Doom Patrol and.
Well, no, I've considered a few. I've considered quite a few, but you know, I have considered quite a few, but like they all take effort. You know, it's not like we can just all go to the shop and buy a Harry Potter robe, just grab a stick from the garden. And go, Avada Kedavra.
Yeah, I was saying there's a show that I was talking to you about that has been a hotel.
Yes.
And that's been cosplayed very heavily, and I've seen the detailing and the effort that people have gone into.
Yeah, man.
It can take about a year, 2 years.
It can, and we started this project well. We started this project, the Boba Fett one. When did we start it? I think it was like December. Yeah, over Christmas and stuff. Yeah, because when I was in New Zealand for those 4 days, I had the Boba Fett helmet printing because it was a 5-day print. So I put it on before we left and it finished when we got back. So, like, they were the big pieces. They were the main pieces that got out. Obviously, you know what? I should have brought some pieces with me. It'd probably look a bit weird walking through the Bella Vista Hotel with a whole heap of plastic armour. But, ooh, maybe I'll do that next week. I'll just bring it all in so we can see it.
Yeah,
Or maybe I could take some videos at home and take some photos and post them up.
I'm just thinking if you can't do the Boba Fett together, I'm just thinking maybe that's a better way of doing it. Something from Doom Patrol or another show that it's not as time consuming.
But I want to do it.
But you'd have it ready for, like the next one rather than rushing it to get it complete. Cause
look, I hear what you're saying, and your argument is very reasonable and logical.
But the kid in you is saying no.
just not sold. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I still want to get you doing like a Mandalorian Harry Potter mashup.
Is that even possible?
Anything's possible.
I don't know.
Anything's possible. But then again, that's time again. Yeah, and there's a lot of good prop makers and stuff out there. Like, there's a lot of guys I follow, like Much Props. Evil Ted has been a big influence on me. Like, that's foam crafting and all that kind of stuff, which is where we started. Punish Props, they're awesome. PR Props, I love their stuff. There's so many. Odin makes. There's so many guys, and if I've forgotten anybody, I apologize because I watch so much YouTube that I'm like, maybe I should start doing some content making. And here we are. We're just talking about it. That's fine. But yeah, so there's a whole heap of stuff that I want to get off the ground and get going. So we'll see how we go and see where we're at. But yeah, definitely, I think for our first show, this was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, we can only get better from here, to be honest. And one of the big things is like just start making. And once the armor, see, here's the other thing too. I'm just gonna keep waffling on. Anyway, but here's the other thing too. Like once we've finished the armors and got them painted, like mine's easy to paint. It's Beskar. Just paint it shiny, put an ink wash over the top, boom, you're done, right? Boba Fett's is a little more in depth. Not really. It's just green and you put a little filigrees over it. But either way, green and anyway, it's more colours involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then we've got to go and do a photo shoot. Yeah, like that's what people do. I've watched my TikToks, YouTube shorts. Once you get your cosplay done, you got to take it out and go for a spin. And here's the other thing too, like with the samurai style helmets, do we leave the T visors open, or do we put the visor in?
Well,
maybe that's a discussion I should have with the other person who's going to be wearing the helmet.
Yeah, because you want visibility, right?
I'll get that guy in here. We'll get him in one day.
He doesn't live that far from you.
No, he doesn't actually. I think this is kind of central to all of us. So, I think this. Look, hear me out. Hear me out, people. All right. Yeah. So I think it'll be good.
It comes down to visibility though, because if you're going to be wearing it, you've got to
that's
be
right.
practical.
You've got to be practical. And I mean, there is some concessions that I'm making with the armor and leaving some things out, only because I can see it and I know it firsthand. So like the side ab plates, you know what I mean? I'm gonna leave them off because it'll make it easier for me to move around. I'm going to use like a real belt. I'm not going to do so like part of the files are like belts. You know what I mean? So it's like a hard plastic belt. But then I wouldn't be able to sit down or do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so I have a flexible belt with the canisters and the little pouches on it. And yeah, you know. So it's a lot. Like I print out the canisters and the pouches, but I just have them on a leather belt, so it's more maneuverable for me, not as rigid. Stuff like that. The Boba Fett one, like it's a full chest plate, full back plate. You know me. Yeah. Well, no, wait till you see it. Like I'm actually, you know, when I get home, I'm going to take some photos and like lay the armor, because I've seen a lot of it where they lay the armor out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I've seen that too. Yeah.
So lay the armor out and here's the weird thing about doing a podcast from the back of a pub. People standing there with their beer just watching you.
It sure is us or on the TV.
I mean, it's a little unsettling for me at times. No, not really. Not really. But yeah, no, I think once we get it done, we'll get some fittings done, take some photos so people can see where we're at. Yeah, and then you can judge for yourself, see where we're going. Although I will say a big shout out to Sediment Filament. Sediment Filaments. He's been a godsend, because like I can pick up from him pretty much up to 2 a.m. So if I run out of filament on a Friday night, I can put an order in. And just as long as I give him enough notice, say I put the order in at like 5 p.m, I can go and pick it up at 9:30, providing, you know what I mean.
Oh, where are they located?
He's located in North Parramatta, so he's very local.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I finally found a dude, decent price too, and the filament is good quality.
Which one was it you were talking about with that, you know how you were having it delivered?
Oh, that was the King Rune filament, which I was using before. So I've actually got another 10 kilos I'm waiting on being delivered from them. So
Is it the same? Like, is it the same product?
Yeah, same product, same. It's PLA, but it's like there's different grains and different textures and stuff like that. But this other one, the cinnamon stuff, like I found it very easy to work with. Goes through my printer. I've just adjusted some of my settings so it works. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's good. It's good.
So you're sticking with this one rather?
I'll be sticking with this. Plus, he's local, and I can pick it up. Like I can order it in the morning and pick it up on my way home from work. You know what I mean? I don't have to wait around for it, which is good. And it's, you know, it's a good product for a decent price. So shout out to Sid. I'll be probably making another order in the next 2 days. If you see this anyway. We'll put up hashtags and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, and the website so people can find stuff. Maybe we should start doing like affiliate links, people. I don't know, that's what people on the internet do, isn't it?
Yeah, they put out links below.
Link below, there you go. We'll work on that because I don't know how to do that.
Alright. This is why you need me.
That's exactly right. This is why I have you around. Like, I'm just the creative. Look, I'll tell you now, like, we're looking at each other talking, but if Kay could move that camera slightly so she was just off camera, she would be a whole lot more comfortable. But this is the thing, this is what we're doing now, so we've got to put it up. We've got to put up or shut up, we're doing it. We're on. Alright, so we're going to cut it there. This is our first show, so we're going to cut it here. We've learned a lot in the preamble, but just remember, kids, we are all nerds for something. So goodbye for now, and we will see you next time.
Peace. Peace out.
Peace out. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Oh no, we're going to record another one.
What? Now?
Yes, dude, now.
Oh, how long did you book this route for?